Hey YouTubers, what's up? I just wanted to put out there, how to correct your nest because it's acting up and it goes to delay cooling. I had some issues with it. So what I did was I checked out all the reviews. I looked up the videos. I seen different things that different people were doing. And it's a quick, easy fix, and hopefully you can do it yourself, because I did it and I'm just a DIY kind of guy. I do this stuff at home because I just like to get hands-on. So saying that, this is what they give you. They give you some directions. They tell you to label your wires as you pull them off, and your normal thermostat either runs on battery, and it's very rare that it runs off of power drawing from your actual unit, and the Nest does that, and that's why it goes apeshit. That's the best way to say it, because I set my thermostat at 75, 74 at night, and I wake up hot and sweaty because my thermostat is reading 78, 79. It would never go past that. I turn it on and it just goes into cool mode. The compressor goes on. It would cool for about 2 minutes, and then after that it would go into delay cooling. All I would get is the fan blowing, no cool air. I thought maybe my unit was something wrong with my unit. I checked all my filters, I cleaned my condenser, I did all the usual maintenance that any service guy would do, except for the checking the refrigerant and all that other good stuff. But I knew it wasn't that, because before I went to the Nest, it ran like a champ. I had no problems. So saying that, this is what they give you. They give you to label them. They tell you to pretty much wire it up just like that. You got your Y, you got your cooling, your heating, your power, and your fan. The problem is this thing runs off 24 volt and it charges itself. And the way it charges itself is it pulls power from your fan wire. And when it does that, it just goes crazy. It acts up. Nothing works right. Your cool down air, your airflow, air wave doesn't work right. It just doesn't cool. So I'll show you real quick what I did and other options that you got that you can do. Let me go to the unit. Let me try to get this done real quick, because I know everybody just wants to get to the point, and that's the way I was. So here's my unit. Now, if I go into settings and I go over towards, I believe it's called equipment. Okay, so I'm in equipment now. Pictures kind of sucks, sorry about that. It's a little dim in the hallway. Click on equipment. Okay, now this is what your unit looks like. Okay, you notice the blue wire that says 24 volt common? I added that. Okay, and it was in the wall already. It wasn't in use. So I had the yellow going to cool, which is your compressor, your AC. The white controls your heater, red controls your power, and the green controls your fan. Now, I've seen other videos where if you don't have a blue common, what you could do is you could take that green wire, move it over, and plug it into where the C is at. Now you got to go back to your roof, and you're going to have to open up your unit, and you're going to have to take that green wire, and you're going to have to plug it on into the blue, where normally the blue would go, a common 24 volt. I got lucky. I took the unit off my wall. I found that there was a blue common not in use. It was just coiled up in there, wasn't even plugged in. When the guy from I got the security Vivin or whatever it is, I got the Nest and all that stuff. When he put it on, all he did was copy the wires from my original unit. which is, you know, common sense. You know, you got cool, heat, fan, and power. Like I said, Nest will draw power from the green to charge itself up, and when it does, it acts up bad. So I pulled the blue wire out, hooked it up, put it on my C common. Remember, turn your power off. Don't electrocute the shit out of yourself. Plug that in. I went up on top of my roof, opened my unit. Opened my unit. I knew there was a blue wire, so all I did was connect my blue wire. Simple as that. And when I came back down, powered back on, turned it on. Now, where it says 24 volt common, that wasn't there before. Now it reads it. And ever since I did that, my unit runs like a champ. It cools off. It cools off just like it should. I could set my unit. You know, it's a hot day. It's 104 here where I'm at. So it's a hot day. I just got home. I had my unit set at 78. I came home, dropped it down to 76, and it's working. Before, it wouldn't do that. It would go on for a couple minutes, go into delay cooling, messed me all up. I couldn't cool off. Since I ran the common, now it has a power source to charge itself from, instead of trying to steal power from the fan. And now everything works. The airwave works. The self-scheduling works. It goes off, comes on when I tell it to. My app works. All that good stuff. So, hey, quick fix. I know a lot of people are upset about it. I did my homework. I looked up all the YouTube videos. I seen what other guys were doing. I just got lucky. I found that common wire. Check it out. Hopefully it works for you. If not, have one ran or pull the fan. Now, if you pull that fan, it's not going to bother it, because they say, even the service guy told me that when your system goes into AC mode and the pump goes on, your fan goes on. When the heat goes on, your fan goes on. It's automatic. So if you pull that green fan wire off, it's not going to affect your system, because the only thing that won't work, maybe your airwave might not work, but what that is for is only if you go into fan mode only. You say you don't want your heat or your AC to go on. All you want is your fan. You can run your fan. You know, circulate the air, help get the humidity out. But you know what? All I want is heat. All I want is cold. I don't care about that fan. You know, but I got lucky. Now my airwave, you know, I don't know if that might affect it or not. You know, I couldn't tell you. Couldn't tell you about that. But hey, I'll sacrifice airwave for some cool air. So check it out. That's my fix. Hopefully it works for you guys.